Hi, this is Gary Foster, and thank you very much for downloading the 3 secrets for health, happiness, and success. On this recording, you're going to discover 3 very simple things you can begin to do to make radical changes in your life, to feel better about yourself from the inside, for your body to feel better, and to actually feel a whole lot good about what you want to be, do, and have in your life. So, how can I be qualified to talk about the 3 secrets? What have I done that's going to make a difference? And more importantly, how can I share with what I've done and with the people I've worked with to help you? Well, let me explain a little bit more. First of all, this recording is being made in a very comfortable location. I'm just going to talk to the microphone. I'm going to talk to you as if you were a client sitting in front of me, maybe inquiring about how I can help. How about that? And if we carry on that way, then I know that you'll pick up what you want to learn from it. I'll be able to share what I do in a very natural way. So there's no scripts, there's no notes. It's just me talking to you as I would normally talk to the people I work with. Okay, so for 24 years, I've been specialising and helping people overcome their fears, worries and concerns, in particular depression and panic attacks, using a series of mind techniques linked to hypnosis and hypnotherapy. In particular, one that was known as hypnoanalysis. And the key for hypnoanalysis was to find out the root cause of any blocked emotions in someone's life that a lot of us did believe were causing their present symptoms. However, with the changing world in psychology and with research, we're now beginning to realise that as much as someone may have had issues in the past, there are some people that have had very similar things occur that have just got on with life, that weren't affected by them. And yet there were others that were. So maybe it wasn't exactly what was happening in the past that made a difference. It was how they responded to that and how they were reacting to it, and continue how they were reacting to it today. And because of that, I now use a combination of more fast, effective, cleaner techniques, for want of a better word. One of them is called the Thrive program, developed by Rob Kelly. Another is the release technique, developed by Lester Levinson. There are a series of techniques that were developed in the 1960s and 70s and 80s called neuro-linguistic programming, and what's known as human givens, and a collection of psychological approaches. Really, the way I look at it is that when someone comes to meet with me, I'll have a preconceived idea on where I feel they could go to make the change. And that's just based on experience and just listening to what they have to say to me. So the first secret I'd like to share with you is understanding that most of people's lives are driven by their beliefs. In fact, I would say their whole life is driven by their beliefs. So the first secret is to understand that all beliefs are made up. Okay, all beliefs are created in the mind of the person who believes in them, and they can be created by the society that we live in, and often they come with a bag of rules, don't they? They come with a series of rules or steps that we're meant to take. So the first thing I often do is when I'm with someone is I begin to listen to what their beliefs are in life, how they feel about life in general, what they believe their problems are caused by or who causes them, for example. And very soon, and it is very soon, it becomes quite apparent that a lot of people that I work with have what is known as an external locus of control. That might seem rather grand and rather complicated, but it's quite easy really. An external locus of control is someone who believes that the outside world, i.e. events and people, controls their lives. It's quite a classic thing to actually listen and be quite bemused by, really, when you fully understand what's going on. I'll give you an example. Someone might say to me, oh, the reason why I'm stressed and I'm suffering from anxiety is because my kids just don't stop asking me things. They just keep getting in the way. They keep annoying me. And when I hear that, what I'm really hearing is that whatever's happening in their life, their interpretation, their perception of what they're seeing is what they think is causing their stress. And yet they're creating that stress and anxiety in themselves. Does that sort of make sense? That if you're feeling anxious or stressed about something, as soon as you realise that you're the one creating that, whether it's through your thoughts, the way you're thinking, or your beliefs, the beauty is you can actually change that. You can turn it around. And I'm going to share some tips on how to do that on this recording today for you. Okay, so the first secret is understanding that we all carry around with us a whole array of beliefs, many of them supporting us in our lives, and unfortunately, many that don't. To believe that someone else is causing your stress means that you've given control away, that you've got no power over that, and you will continue to feel that while that other person or people or situation remains there. It's about responsibility. If we point the finger outwards, we're taking no responsibility for how we feel, are we? And it might sound a bit harsh and a bit hard-hitting for you. I know you've downloaded this and you're thinking I'm going to wave a magic wand for you. You're in for a rude awakening. There's no magic wand in life, I can assure you of that, okay? But there is a magical way of using your mind called better managed thinking to begin to realise a beautiful phrase, and I'll paraphrase it for you, but it's this one: if it is to be, it's up to me. Have a little think about that, okay? Because if there's anything that's not really happening in your life right now, you are both the cause of that and you're going to be the cure of it. Because if life isn't going in the way you want it to go, well, for most people listening to this recording, you live possibly in a free society, in a free world where you can make changes. You can begin to make those changes as soon as you want. How about now? Yeah, how about now? Begin to make a list of the things that you believe in about life and have a look at them. And as soon as you realise a lot of them are pointing to the outside world, that, for example, it's George's fault, or it's Mary's fault, or it's the government's fault, or whoever's fault it is. As soon as you realise, okay, that you're pointing outwards with your beliefs, stop and ask yourself a couple of questions, such as, okay, what do I need to do to take responsibility of this? I can choose to feel good about my life regardless what George or Mary says or thinks. How about that one? And begin to choose to feel good for you. So the exercise that we often share with students that come on to what we call the Thrive program is the self-esteem exercise. It's a wonderful exercise. In fact, it's been proven to take just 2 weeks to literally to turn your self-esteem around and boost it so high. And all you have to be committed to, and it is a commitment, okay, is to practice this one exercise I'm going to share with you now 3 times a day. That's it. And it will take you 2 or 3 minutes to do it 3 times per day. All right, so about 6-7 minutes a day over a 10-day period, you're going to completely turn your life around. So long as you do the exercise, definitely. Okay, here it is. What I'd like you to do, find a comfortable place to sit in. Give yourself a few moments, pen and paper to make some notes, and scribble as fast as you can. Moments in your life when you felt proud. Times in your life when you felt good about you. Maybe you did something for someone and it made you feel good. Or maybe someone did something for you. That made you feel good too. Just write a list down as quickly as you can. I mean, for example, when I started to do this exercise, initially I thought, well, I can't think of too many things to write down. And yet that was just my belief of not thinking about too many things to write down. So then I said to myself, okay, if I did have a lot of things I could write down, what would I begin to start with? And the first thing I thought about was when I passed my driving test. How good that made me feel. You may have had an experience like that. And then once I started to make a few notes, I thought, when I got my black belt, when my daughter was born, when I tidied the office, when I helped someone on the train, and my list started to build. And the key thing is to build up a list of 10 things that you can then, this is step 2, okay, you can then take 20 or 30 seconds on each one and immerse yourself back in the moments when you were doing something that made you feel good, or someone was doing something for you that made you feel good. And in those moments, begin to get the insight inside of yourself. Begin to ask yourself the questions. How does that now make me feel? What was that like when I did that? What was that like when they did that for me? How did that make me feel? How did I begin to feel about that? Start asking yourself those questions to begin to grow that feeling of self-esteem and self-worth. Okay? Do that 3 times a day for the next 10 days and you're going to feel fantastic. Absolutely. Now, the second part that I always go through for self-esteem is encouraging people to accept compliments. Now, there's so many people that I meet that will say to me, oh, I found it so difficult to accept a compliment. Oh, it's really uncomfortable when someone points me out. Yet they're the very same people that like to give compliments. And so I often say to them, can't you not see the contradiction there? That you're actually battling in your own mind. And often they'll have a little chuckle and go, yeah, you're right. So what we then agree upon is that they happily say thank you to everyone who gives them a compliment without questioning, without adding any extra, without saying, oh, it's okay, it's just my job. They say thank you. And I'm going to encourage you to do that over the next 10 days. Okay, so you've got the self-esteem exercise and the 10-day accept compliments with a smile and a thank you. Okay, now if you do that, you're going to see some magical things occur in your life. I know you will. And also I'd love to hear from you, so please drop me a line at gary@thrivewithgary.co.uk. Would love to hear your great results on doing that exercise. Okay, secret number 2. Now, secret number 2 for me is about looking after your health. Yeah, if you look after your body, your mind feels better. If you look after your mind, your body feels better. There's that beautiful connection called body-mind connection. And what I'd like to share with you is something that has worked so well for me and for the clients and students I've been working with. And it's based on Dr. Al Sear's work with high intensity exercise. It actually takes just 12 minutes a day to do. Now, if you say to me you can't find 12 minutes a day to look after your life, I won't believe you. All right, if you were sitting in front of me now and you said, oh, but Gary, you don't understand, I have to go to work, I have to look after the kids, I'd be saying, look, you're externalizing, and you'd be smiling. Remember, the first secret was about beliefs. Okay, so the second step is making 12 minutes a day for you to do the following. Okay, and I don't care what your situation is, you have to find a way or make a way. It's as simple as that. Okay, if you really want this second secret for health and happiness. And this is how it goes. You choose something that you're going to exercise or do exercise with. So, for example, I'm not keen on running, in all fairness. I'm being honest with you. I quite like cycling. That's quite nice. I like dancing. That's good fun too. I'm okay with swimming. I enjoy walking, definitely in different locations. Skipping. Yeah, I quite enjoy that as well. So let's choose cycling as an example. This is what I would do. Okay, get up in the morning, get my tracksuit on, straight away, a little bit of a stretch, walk downstairs, take the bike out, sit on the bike, and for 2 minutes, okay, got a nice timer on my iPod that I pop in my ears, okay, quite safely, just keep it on low volume. For 2 minutes, I've got a timer that's going to give me a sounding bell after 2 minutes, like a gong sound, alright, that I'll then change my pace. So 2 minutes is my warm-up. As soon as I hear the gong sound, or if it was yourself looking at a watch, whatever you want to do, I'm going to pick my pace up. I'm going to push it probably to 80% of my efforts for another 2 minutes. Okay. At the end of those 2 minutes, another gong sound's going to go off because I've got the timer going. I then slow down again. I calm my pace down. Right, I do that for another 2 minutes. I'm already halfway through my program. See where I'm going? As soon as those 2 minutes are over, I then kick my pace up to say 85 or 90%. I'm really going to push myself for another 2 minutes. I'm 8 minutes into the program. Once those 2 minutes are over, I then slow down again for another 2 minutes. Calm my body down, calm my mind down just for 2 minutes, and then the final 2 minutes, back to full pace again, maybe 90% of effort. And then once I've done that, that's 12 minutes of exercise. I'm then going to calm my pace down and bring myself back to my home. That might take about 15 minutes to do, seriously. And what Dr. Al Sear's found is that when we do that high and low pace training, or interval training as it's known, it really kicks off the fat burning metabolism of the body. It really starts to turn on the engine. So it burns off stored body fat, it tones the muscles very quickly, it definitely gives your heart and your lungs an amazing workout, and also you're not labouring on the body. 12 to 15 minutes a day, folks, that's going to make a massive difference in your life. Okay, the final secret. The final secret for me really is the ability to use what I call self-hypnosis for visualization, for forward thinking and goal setting. The great late speaker called Zig Ziglar used to say, goals chase away the blues. And I do remember seeing Zig Ziglar many years ago in Dallas at the age of 80, going up and down the stage, amazing energy, amazing vitality, literally very focused on delivering a message. And this is a man that walked his talk. And so for me, goals definitely are what draw you forward in your life. Now, when people talk about goals, often they think business goals or setting sporting goals. And yet, think about anything you ever do in your life for yourself or with others. Let's say go on holiday somewhere, or maybe buy Christmas presents or birthday presents, or go away for the weekend. That's a goal, isn't it? You've set an outcome, i.e. a holiday. You then know what steps you need to take to get there. So that's going to be your travel. And you also need some savings so you can have spending money when you're over there. And there might be places you like to visit, so you begin to build up an itinerary. Clothes that you might need to take with you, so you begin to work out maybe a packing list. Some people will do that. You know how much weight, if you're flying, for example, the airliners will take, and voila, you have a goal. And for a lot of people, they're living that in their mind before they even get on holiday. You may be one of those people as well. However, imagine being able to create and design the life you really want by beginning to tap into the ancient secret of hypnosis. And you can. You really can. I'm going to walk you through now a very simple hypnosis exercise that you can use, obviously safely, and that you can begin to use to begin to program your mind exactly what you want, to set those goals in your mind, okay? So when you feel comfortable, settle yourself down, either in a chair or lying down, and then close your eyes, because we're going to do it right now. And if you're not ready to do it now, switch the recording off and come back to this point when you're ready. Right, I'm going to assume you're ready, so eyes closed. I'd like you to imagine your eyes are completely relaxed, to the point where they just don't want to work. Now, you and I know you could open your eyes at any time, but just for a moment, imagine completely relaxed. And when you get to that point, I'd like you to test them out. Remember, you and I know you could open them at any time, but just test them. So the harder you try to open them, the more relaxed they feel. That's right. You'll find their eyebrows will go up, but your eyelids stay closed, relaxed. As if the harder you try to open them, the more relaxed they begin to feel. That's right. And then stop trying. In a moment, I'll ask you to open and close your eyes, and as you do that, I'd like you to imagine you can double this feeling of relaxation. Just want it to happen, watch it happen, and then let it happen. Open your eyes and close your eyes. That's good. In a moment again, I'll ask you to open and close your eyes, and this time I'd like you to imagine you can increase that experience by 10 times as much. Just want it to happen, watch it happen, and then let it happen. Open your eyes and close your eyes. Excellent. And finally, in a moment again, I'll ask you to open and close your eyes, but this time, imagine they become 50 times more deeply relaxed than before. Just want it to happen, watch it happen, and then let it happen. Open your eyes and close your eyes. That's right. For some of you may find that part really, really difficult as your eyes become more and more relaxed. And every time you listen to this recording, this part's going to get easy and easy for you, to the point where you won't have to listen to it at all. You'll be able to do it automatically. And you will begin to find that it does become easier and easier for you each and every day. Now, whilst you're sitting there, I'd like you to imagine you can take a feeling of relaxation to the top of your head and allow it to flow through every cell and fibre of your body. If your legs are crossed, uncross them. If your arms are crossed, let them rest by your side. Begin to adjust your body into a more comfortable, relaxed position. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 5 all the way down to 1. As I count down, imagine each number represents a part of your body. Number 5 represents your head, neck, shoulder and jaw muscles. Number 4 represents your shoulders, arms, upper chest and back. Number 3 represents your elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers and thumbs, that mid part of your body and lower back. Number 2 represents your hips, thighs and knees. And number 1 represents your knees, calves, ankle, feet and toes. So now as I count down, allow each number to be a signal for your mind and body to release and relax each part of your body. So take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, 5, head, neck, shoulders, jaw muscles, relax. Another deep thing. As you breathe out, 4, shoulders, upper arms, chest, upper back, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, 3, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers and thumbs, that mid part of your body and lower back. Another deep breath in. As you're breathing out, 2, hips, thighs, knees, releasing, relaxing and letting go. And finally, another deep breath in. As you breathe out, 1, knees, calves, ankle, feet and toes. Just relax, just let go. Now for the next few moments, nothing's bothering you, nothing's concerning you at all. What I'd like you to do is imagine for a moment you are a world famous film producer and you're going to create the most important film of your life, and that's your future life. It's going to contain all the people you look forward to being with, to working with, to having fun with, to living with, to sharing things with, to having laughs and to having those intimate moments. It's going to contain all the storylines of your achievements, the people and the places that you meet and go to, maybe the toys that you have for yourself, maybe the house or home that you live in or will be living in, your health and vitality, an image of your mind and body, how you really want it to be. And imagine there's a film screen in front of you, and you can project on that screen this future you. Now whether you can see it in your mind or not really doesn't matter. As you imagine it in your mind, you might feel it. You might get a sensation of this new you choose to be. You may see images, either in colour or black and white, large or small, close or far away. Or maybe you get a sound or a knowing about this future you. You can choose whatever feels good for you now, just to immerse yourself in that, to bring into your thoughts the things, the places, the people you now choose to grow your life with. Just to spend a few moments as the music will now begin to play. Allow your mind to drift, to enjoy, to eat, knowing that in a few moments when it's time to bring your thoughts back up to today, you'll be ready to apply the 3 secrets to increase your health, happiness and success. So now begin to explore that beautiful future of yours as the music now begins to play. Be aware of the images. Be aware of the sounds. Maybe the emotions that you're feeling with that new, wonderful you. Fit, healthy, successful. Now as I count up from 1 to 5, it'll be time to bring your thoughts back up to today. And all you have to do over the next 10 days, along with enjoying doing the self-esteem exercise 3 times a day, and to doing the intermittent training program which is just 12 minutes per day, is to listen to this part of the recording once a day for the next 10 days. You will see massive, wonderful changes in your life, beautiful changes. You'll notice that the things that used to bother you will just calm and relax you. You find the people that used to annoy you will now just calm and relax you more and more each and every day. 1. Gradually bring your thoughts back up to today. 2. Amazed that a few minutes have flown by. 3. Halfway up, feeling good and feeling great. 4. Eyes begin to flutter now, whole body back to full awareness now, full mobility. And 5. Eyes open, feeling great in every way. Well done you. Now if you've listened to that recording and you've continued to listen to it at least for the next 10 days, I know you're going to be feeling so much better. In fact, I look forward to your feedback. Just drop me a line at gary@thrivewithgary.co.uk. It would be great to hear about all of your successes. Do me a favour, will you? Do visit my website, thrivewithgary.co.uk, and make a note at the comments. Feel free to pass my website on to your friends, to your family. It would be great to get them involved as well. Ask them to subscribe so they can get their own downloading of the 3 secrets. That would really help, and I'd really appreciate it, because my goal in life, remember this is about goals, I would personally like to make an impact on at least 1 million people's lives in my lifetime. Okay? And I'd like you to help me along that journey as you begin to go along there, if that's okay with you. And if not, that's also okay with me. So that's the beginning of the end, maybe, or is it the end of the beginning, as Churchill would say, of the 3 secrets. Please listen to it again. The more you listen, the more you apply, the better you will find your life becomes. And most importantly, learn what you've discovered today, apply it in your life, and then teach it to others. And by teaching, you'll find that your own success grows, your own health and wellness will just blossom way beyond what you would think is possible. So this is Gary Foster saying bye for now, and look forward to hearing from you very soon.